At Heritage Cottage, we're undertaking a range of very specialist tests and analysis. This gives us the real data, the real energy performance, and we need to know that in order to actually develop proportionate ways in which to understand and develop retrofit and energy efficiency proposals for buildings into the future. I think it's becoming increasingly well known that the heat loss through solid walls of old buildings is a lot less than what people thought through using published data. We are proving this at Heritage Cottage. We have undertaken the first stage of in situ U-value tests, and that has proven that, at least in some places, that the heat loss is over 30% less than what we thought it would be. And in areas where it isn't quite as good as what we thought it might be, that's because the walls are damp. And we know where all these damp walls are from our building pathological analysis, plus other tests we are undertaking whilst we're undertaking in situ U-value tests. Whilst we can understand the energy performance of elements such as walls through in situ U-value tests, we also need to undertake another range of tests as well, such as infrared thermography, where we can see where energy is leaking out of the building through the building fabric and seeing where the weak points are. We're also wary that we have many drafts in Heritage Cottage where air is leaking out of the building and in the building. We'll carry out what we call a door blower test, where we're pumping air into the building and then seeing how the temperature drops through that process, thereby relating to drafts and temperature inside. But also then using smoke in order that when we actually pump all that air into the building, but by using the smoke we can therefore see where there are leaks around the building. As you can see, there are many leaks around the windows. These windows are very drafty. All this information, and through the examination of the building throughout these processes, that gives us a really good guide to where we should be draft proofing in the future. Now, relating to all of this as well is the environmental monitoring of the building. We've installed environmental monitors within walls, on walls, within spaces. We can see how the weather relates to the internal environmental conditions of Heritage Cottage because we have a weather station in the garden. And with all this equipment in place, we've also undertaken a co-heating test, which is a whole house energy efficiency test to see how efficient Heritage Cottage is in the way it uses energy.